Hi, I'm at the Etrailer, and today we're going to be talking about the Yakima SkinnyWarrior Roof Cargo Basket on top of our 2022 Nissan Rogue. So this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking for something to get a little bit more storage out of the Rogue. Since you don't have a lot of room back there anyways, it's going to be a great way to solve that. It's been great for any longer items, like if you have any golf clubs or anything longer like that. And it's not going to take up a whole lot of room on your roof, so you'll be able to use it with other accessories too. So let's take a closer look at it. The first thing I'm going to point out is this fairing that we have in the front, and it is removable. So what it's going to do is reduce wind noise, and if you don't need it for any scenarios, you can remove it with some wing nuts we have on the back of it. In case you might need to remove it is if maybe you have any longer items like lumber. Now, one of the main advantages to this system is these clamps we have on it. Now, these clamps are going to be held in place by two wing nuts on either side that have bolts that run through and connect to this other clamp on the bottom. Now, these do have a lot of pros and cons, and one of the main pros is that this is removable, and you can place it on any other two rungs to accommodate different crossbar spreads. Now, one of the cons to this is these wing nuts don't have caps on them. So if you tighten this a lot, you can have the chance of this bolt popping up through the top of it. So if you have any bags that you throw up here, they do have the chance of ripping open because of that bolt. Now, how it's going to sit on top of your roof is going to take up a decent amount of space long-wise. So it's going to sit 58 inches for the length. Now, you're still going to be able to open up your hatch, and it's not going to block a lot of your front windshield. Now, there is an extender that you can get on this, but I wouldn't recommend doing it because this is going to start blocking some of your visuals on the front of your vehicle, or if you have it too far back, it's going to impede that hatch from opening up all the way. As for the width, that's only going to be 23 inches wide, so you're going to have plenty of room to put any other items up here. Now we have the Yakima FX bars here, so we're going to be losing a little bit of our crossbar length because of these towers, how they sit on here. Now, if you have any crossbars that have a little bit of overhang, you're going to have plenty of room to spare. So if you have a J-style kayak carrier, that's going to work perfectly with this. As for the height it's going to add to your vehicle, it's going to add about 7 inches. Now, you will be able to stack things higher than that. You just have to tie things down to it as well. And what I recommend for when you do have this up here, just take into account the total height of your vehicle, your roof rack, and then add that basket on there so you know what areas you can make it under. Now, this carrier's weight capacity is going to be 165 pounds, so what I recommend doing is checking what your roof is rated for and your crossbars too, then going from the lowest component so you don't overload this whole system. This is going to be constructed from steel and have a black powder coat finish to it, so what all that means is this is going to be very durable, and that finish is going to help resist rusting. Now, we'll say if you do have anything that's hooking onto this, any straps, those metal hooks could scrape off some of that finish, just keep an eye on that. Overall, this is going to be a great option for you. They really help with storage for the Nissan Rogue. Like I said earlier, you don't have a lot of storage anyways. If you do have those longer items, whether that be any golf clubs or lumber, it's going to help solve that issue too. And it's going to work great if you have any items like a kayak carrier. But if you liked everything you saw today, that's just a look at the Yakima SkinnyWarrior Roof Basket on top of our 2022 Nissan Rogue.